Jen-Ray, welcome.
Great, thank you. So happy to be here.
Oh, it's an exciting day. I'm glad you
day.
joined the team here. And our next location you are pretty familiar with.
Something about the great state of Nebraska. I've actually lived there for the last decade. And I have friends and family who are watching there from the path of totality. I have to tell you, this is by far the biggest thing that's happened in Nebraska as of recent. It's absolutely fabulous. I have had friends from high school and college calling me up, Facebook messaging me, asking where they can get their classes, where they should be viewing from. So it's just a really exciting day for everyone who's watching along the path of totality. It's also a really exciting day for NASA. And in fact, this gives us an opportunity to look forward as well. And we have a future study that we are going to be doing for to study the sun. NASA is going to launch a new spacecraft next year, the Parker Solar Probe, and it will fly directly into the solar atmosphere. The mission will provide first of its kind data, and for more information on this future mission, let's go to Beatrice, Nebraska, where Vince Whitfield from NASA's Langley Research Center is standing by. He's at Homestead National Monument, where the National Park Service has coordinated an eclipse viewing. Vince?
And just in, I think we're having, Vince is going to come up shortly, Jen-Ray, so we're going to go back with an image, but we will be doing Nebraska as soon as we can. So a shout out to the great state.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, Scotty and Alex, this is here. What are we seeing, Alex?
Well, so we're looking at a different wavelength of visible light. It's called calcium K. So this is light that's produced by excited calcium. And this is showing us the sun as the moon is moving over it. And in fact, if you look over to the left, on the edge of the sun, you actually see sunspots.
A sunspot, yeah.
And these are regions that heliophysicists like myself and Jari are most interested in because that's where solar explodes those sunspots.
Actually, this sunspot had a...
Right, and I believe this is coming from Carbondale. So that's, now it's why is it, what's the color?
That's actually the light and the color of the light in the filter, the color of the light, so it comes out as a purple color. But it is a type of visible. When we look,
I see some black thingies.
Sunspots.
Now, what's a sunspot?
Right, so those are regions of super intense magnetic field, 1,000 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic field, and those have lots of energy and they drive space weather.
Okay, I think that's why we didn't get the Nebraska feed right now. Those things cause that, I think, right?
That's right.
In Nebraska. Okay, Sean, we're going back over to you and talk about moon shattering.
Wayne, we've got some really incredible imagery. This is again from the GOES-16 weather satellite just launched last year on parts of the path of totality. And of course, you cover across parts of the U.S. that are in the path east toward Charleston here. But here in Charleston, we still have some breaks in the cloud. Where the sun is, it's still obscured, but we are able to actually see some of the partial eclipse here in Charleston through some of the breaks in cloud. But again, I'm going to show you guys that imagery from GOES-16 satellite from NOAA. The moon's shadow right now. With that, Dwayne, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Thanks, Sean. Now, as a reminder, our broadcast is tracking the total solar eclipse as it crosses the United States. It's moving along a path of totality. That's a 70-mile wide sweeping across the entire nation. Over 2 people plus is estimated people have traveled to cities within the path of totality. I know that today is truly a day of celebration as people gather in cities and festivals to view today. So let's Alex, what's your take on the cultural impact of these eclipses?
Well, you know, this is really such a fantastic opportunity to connect the nation and, in fact, the world celestial events. And this is something that we, as working at NASA, are really excited to be able to share. And in fact, We even work with some of our colleagues in other parts like the U.S. Postal Service.
Yes, the U.S. Postal Service actually create a special stamp for this event.
Right. So what I want to do,
Yes.
generate. The sunspots are gone, so let's go to Nebraska. You there?
Hi, we're at the Homestead National Monument of America. This is a great location to watch the eclipse, and we've staked out a good spot here on the prairie. Even though the weather isn't cooperating, this is still an excellent event. We're also very prepared. Please make sure to use glasses when viewing the eclipse wherever you are. Serious damage. And there are a lot of people. The festivities just to Susan Cook.
Hey, Vince.
It's about this amazing place.
Democracy, we built our economy. So
Interesting. My calendar followed the solar eclipse calendar code.
their secular and spiritual lives.